Hello, Internet. How are you today? Good morning. My name is Chase Jarvis, and welcome to another episode of Chase Jarvis Live. And I'm very, very excited for this one. Probably as pumped up as I've been for any of them for a couple reasons. One, got some very special guests, as always. And two, we're going to spring from the front half of the show directly into a live photo shoot where I'm going to be taking pictures for probably a couple of hours. So it's going to be a doozy of a show. But without further ado, I'm going to cut right to this because this is it's been a super cool, emotionally charged, exciting last couple days around here because there's a group that I've been really vibing now, a musical group. I was introduced to them from a good friend of mine, John Richards, right down the street at KXP, which is one of the most amazing radio stations in the world, kxp.org, and I think John might be in the house here. And I was actually listening to their song, and I wanted to use their song in a different project, and I was about to reach out to them. I read their bio and saw they were friends with John. John connected us, found out they were rolling into Seattle on Wednesday, which is when we were planning to broadcast. So lo and behold, the moon is in line with Venus, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you folks out there in the internet world, We Are Augustines. Right now you should be clapping at your computer if you're not. How about a little in-studio clap? Can we have that? Yeah. Thanks, guys. So, Rob, Bill, and Eric. These gentlemen are in the middle of a tour, right?
Yep.
And tell me about last night, for example. You were in Vancouver?
Vancouver with a drive after the show to make this show. We got back to Seattle at 4 in the morning.
And Vancouver?
So from Vancouver and up at 7.
So you've had 3 hours of sleep. I couldn't be more grateful for you making the time to come down here. I know you played the Crocodile tonight, right?
Yeah.
I will definitely be there with bells on, and anyone in Seattle who wants to check that out, please join us. So, like, how far through your tour are you? Where are you at in the mega tour US 10,000?
We started in Edinburgh, Scotland, and then we came back, and then we took a few weeks off. And then we jumped on this tour, and this has brought us through the northern region of the country, and now we're Vancouver all the way down, and we'll be like down in San Diego Costa Mesa will be our last show. And then
sweet.
Driving back.
At some point we'll have some concert dates on the screen there for you guys coming up at the end of the show. In the meantime, one of the things that I was, of course, most attracted to was your music, and there's a rich soul to it, and then I went to your website, We Are Augustines, and read an amazing story about the formulation of the band. And I think a lot of the folks that are watching out there in the internet world, they're all aspiring creatives, aspiring artists, and we start things and we finish them. We start things and we don't finish them. We trip up. It's never a smooth path, and I think some of the world thinks that it just always magically works beautifully and the world comes together. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes not. Your story is a mix of starting and stopping, of success and drama. And maybe you could talk to me a little bit. Actually, we'll go right to you, Bill. Talk to me about you guys were in a band, Pela, before this.
Yep.
How did it transform into We Are Augustines?
I met Eric about 10 years ago now. We met through a subway busking experience. A friend of mine and I were playing in a subway, and Eric happened to have just come back from studying some music in Ghana, actually, which is super amazing. And we met him briefly, and he just happened to drop that in the conversation, which was pretty mind-blowing because we were pretty keen on traveling as much as possible. So we were trying out New York, and it just stuck. Eric and I started a project called Pela, and we played our hearts out for years. I think it was 7 years, 8?
I think so, 7 or 8 years.
Anyway, the band, like many bands, couldn't survive some of the giant waves that were happening, both internally and outside. And we got to a place and it all happened in August, which is where our name comes from. We got to a place where we decided that we weren't going to quit and that we had more songs to sing, and that's why we're here.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Rob, you're from the UK. How did they loop you guys into, or how did they loop you into the mix?
Well, I was close with the old drummer of Pela, so that's how we got to meet. And I've been with them like 9 weeks.
Excellent.
Feels like 10 years. But they're taking good care of me. We're having a good time, and it's been special so far.
Beautiful. Well, you guys are complete pros. I mean, the fact that you were early to this gig is it's a testament to. I think that is required more and more. That you can't just be incredibly talented, gifted, and all the things that you guys are. You have to be great people too, and part of that is what you've shown here today by going out of your way, coming here 6 or 8 hours early to play with us. So I gotta go back to the story thing a little bit, because I've perused your website a lot in advance, and since I've been a fan for quite some time now, it seemed like the rise of Pela, the fall of Pela and the rise of We Are Augustines, it coincided a lot with some personal tragedy in your family, and that's a lot of, if I'm not mistaken, what was the underpinning of some of the record. Can you talk about that for a little bit?
Sure. Well, I think when folks out there that are creative, maybe you're working on a book, or maybe you're doing a show with your photography, I don't know that we have a concept, when we start off on the road, and you just kind of keep your mind open and go forward and try to collect what the project will be. I just happened to be going through the writing of the record during a piece of my family, family history was kind of coming to a head. My brother also, who's an Augustine, him and I share the same birthday in August. Eric's is actually the day right after. It's kind of like serendipitous and amazing. But no, to be totally honest, there's no other way to say it other than to say it. Like, he was in prison, and it was really rough because he had a mental illness, and I fought to try to bring some attention to that fact, and I walked away from it really having a deep just compassion for people who aren't all there,
Right.
And so basically, with the pen, sitting down, writing, I didn't realize it, but it was starting to enter into like nearly each song. I mean, nearly every song. So at the end of it, there's this collection of songs about family and about just the invisible people, of our culture, and it's the more I travel, the more I see they're in every culture, and it might be the third world, it might be the first world, but these folks, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable to pass by them, and no one really knows what to do, and it's uncomfortable, and certain countries have better support for them, but one happened to be my brother, and he ended up in Folsom Prison, actually, like the song.
Yeah. So
that was through the whole thing, and then unfortunately, by the end of the record, he actually got an opportunity. He was not supervised, and he took his life. So the record kind of had a pretty profound meaning. And I think through the transition, and also our band crumbled within the same 2 weeks. So that sent Eric and I into, we're falling, and we did indeed land right on our backs.
Yeah.
Hard. So what I've found, keeping it on a topic of creativity and being an artist and so on, I think what I discovered after wanting and needing to do art, that it sounds a little cliche and perhaps even corny, but if you believe, this is what I realized, if you believe in music and you believe in art, you're actually believing in yourself. I didn't realize that till this year. Like we were believing in ourselves, and it literally, music and art and photography and writing and everything just pulled us through. So slowly, month to month to month, like month by month, we started standing up again. And then I think we're at a crossroads where it was like, this is a heavy, really heavy topic. What do we do? And I think we just decided that, if we put the story out there, perhaps it could help, because it felt like a tremendous loss and it wasn't fair. So what we decided, we've been kind of getting into, some reading about Buddhism and so on. It's like, if you want something, give it away. And I think we wanted to express ourselves in a loving way and be honest. And so we've just decided to do that. I've been receiving email after email after email after email.
You just got 80, right?
What's that?
You just checked your phone
Just
right before
80.
I went live. And
It's
got
just
80.
like people writing and saying, wow, my uncle,
Right.
my uncle, my mother, my father, my brother, me.
There's a beautiful synergy between what it is that you're doing and what it is that we're doing here in these walls and in my other studios. Is we've been giving information about what we do and how we do it and why we do it, sharing that information with the world. So the same principles are underpinning our message, which is give it away and it'll come back. How X-fold, tenfold. So, and it seems like there was there was some sort of a transition in there, right? When you guys were grieving, and then there was a kind of a rebirth. And I heard you talk about it on the video that Mateus made of you guys, and I embedded that in the blog on Monday. Eric, can you tell me a little bit about like the actually emerging from the kind of the hard, dark place that you guys were in?
Well, I think Billy touched on it a little bit already, but after the band fell apart, and I mean, it wasn't just the band falling apart. Like we had worked in that band for 7 years. We'd given it everything we could possibly give it. It was very much our lives, and after the band fell apart, it's like, it sounds dramatic, but it's really like your whole life completely shifts. So at that point, there was no video camera, there was no Chase Jarvis interviewing us. There was just us on our couch, unfortunately with a lot of alcohol, and just grieving, because like going through, like, I'm being on a path for your entire life, and all of a sudden it comes to an end. And not having yet the confidence to carry on and to push forward, and really questioning at the bottom, at the absolute core, like, is this something I should continue doing, or am I some just old hat who doesn't realize he should stop? Well, and I have friends. I've asked my good friend. I went for a long walk on the pier in Red Hook, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, you have to tell me right now. Like, should I continue? Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm one of those guys who should give up but can't tell. And there's a beautiful story. We played the Bowery Ballroom in New York recently.
Amazing,
and
amazing venue.
He came to the show, and after the show, he's like sitting down with me, and we're talking a little bit. And he's like, do you remember that walk we took on the pier? And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. He's like, well, I told you at that moment, and I'm telling you again now, that you have to continue doing this.
Wow.
And
it's very powerful.
When he said it, my
Right.
whole body was just like I just felt very light.
Wow.
And this, I guess that's the thing. Like, we went through this incredible grieving period, which is, I think, normal. But we kept getting these letters from fans and people who were touched by what we did in Pela. And we started communicating with good friends of ours, like John and Amy and a lot of other people. And we have a good, tight-knit community of friends in family members and loved ones who care for us deeply. And everyone was supportive, and these letters would keep coming in. But then you're at your day job and you're out riding a truck, doing deliveries. Right. Depressed because you're at your day job and you think, whoa, is this it? I guess I'm not a musician anymore. I don't know what to do. And then you get a letter saying, like, how much the record touched their life, and you have to continue playing music. And it's like, okay, well, that's like that's the fuel that keeps it going.
Well, that is a beautiful, it's a beautiful sentiment captured in the relationship that artists have with their fans, and now we've got Twitter and Facebook and all these ways to get. I mean, I have to say, when I'm looking at my Twitter feed also, I get incredibly motivated and grateful and humbled just by reading anything that anyone has to write that gives you energy. So deriving energy from one another, deriving energy from your fans, and from your personal, like your personal experiences. That's the soul of art, right? And I love that quote that when you're believing in art, you're believing in yourself.
It's true. I think
powerful.
everybody who is creative and active with what they're doing, they're actually putting, you feel like you're working on something, but you're working on yourself. You're going on these arcs and these valleys, and and basically you're just emoting and you're just working on yourself. And I actually always liked art. I don't know if I ever came to a place where it gave back to me. So there was this lifetime of singing since I was a little boy in choir, and I gave and gave and gave and gave and sang and sang and sang, and I was empty. I was totally deflated. I didn't know where I was going, and then look what came to knock on my door.
It's funny how it works like that, isn't
It's incredible. So, I think another healthy thing that I learned as an artist is it's okay to make a line in the sand. You don't have to kill yourself, doing art. It's okay to say, hey, the self-preservation is completely important. Health is important. Eric talked about it. We just kind of climbed in a bottle and just decided to drink every day, and we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So this
The joke at the time is like, how are you doing today? I don't know. I started drinking. And it was a joke, but it said, it's like, I don't know, I just drink because it makes me feel better.
Yeah. There's a little
really
bit of
dark.
confession there, and that's when you talk about having a supportive network. Like, you can confess that to people you're close with, especially if you're going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, still lots to talk about. I'm going to remind everybody at home that we're taking your questions at #CJLive. You can ping me on my Twitter account. I'll be asking questions, or I'll be answering them, or more importantly, asking them your questions of the band. So if we have fans out there, please holler at us. And you gents don't have your guitars just for looks, right? You're not sitting in front of a pile of drums just to hide your slender figure, right?
Yeah.
big belt buckle, man.
That's a big belt buckle. So with that, I'd love to turn over the stage and have you play a track, if you would.
Talk better in my head. Our sunken ship could not be saved, and it lays there aching in the lake. Lord, just call to see if you're still breathing. I just call to drink away the season. Yeah. Come on, waves, calm down, and live this ship around the lake, around the lake. Come on. out into the waves, and we'll dive down to its grave where it lays. Raise this sunken ship out of the lake where it waits.
Holy smokes. I'm gonna have to stretch out after that one. That was emotional. That was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
And what was that track?
It's called Rise You Sunken Ships.
Rise Ye Sunken Ships. And I'm gonna refer back to that video that I've seen you guys in on your site, which once again is We Are Augustines. And that's also your Twitter handle. That you guys made a comment about not wanting to make an album called Rise Ye Sunken Ships if you
sank.
Yeah, that sank. But it goes back to that fear thing and pushing through fear, whether it's in music, in art, or in life. And I think that's a beautiful message that you guys went for it. And obviously, you're having tremendous success all across the North. And I'm seeing some sold out shows down the West Coast. Is that right? You guys have sold out in LA or at Hollywood or something? So,
I think with music, it's so nice talking to like a creative base here. Like, so hello everyone. So if I've learned anything also through this experience, I sometimes don't think that the answer with art is to work harder. I think you have to let the reservoir fill up. It's like okay to take breaks. It's cool to kill yourself and your formative years, but like just pace yourself. That's what worked for us. And that song actually we recorded, but we didn't like it because I don't think it was time actually for it. And we've kind of revamped it, and we're feeling really good.
No, that's a beautiful message. I think I'm hardworking in the same way that you guys are. But there's a wisdom in when to work hard. Just like if you're in Vegas, you're losing to the house. That's not the time to be really pouring out the money. But when you start to feel it, like when you feel these creative bursts come on, that's when you pour a little gasoline on the fire. And it's obvious to me and everyone at home that fire is raging right now. So
that's good.
I would love to let you know how many people are retweeting your quote of when you believe in your art, you believe in yourself. I think that is, if I can have a theme for the day, that would be it.
James.
And if you guys are paying attention out there, I'm shooting some Polaroids of these guys, and with their, if they're good with it, we'll sign them. These guys will sign the front because they're the stars. I'll sign the back. And if you're retweeting the URL to share this concert and this subsequent photo shoot with other people, I'll pick somebody off that list and give away some signed Polaroid prints. So I'm gonna keep shooting, and you guys keep playing.
Cheers.
orange-sided crimson beating heart. Behind them the girls played double dutch in the park. The sun began to burn his snow-white skin. I guess either heading somewhere, you're running up somewhere. Storm clouds began to form in his head and crisscross his mind like a restless, angry ocean. And the howling of hardship and heartache kneeled and grinned in his face. He stood there in his shoes, unable to move. Kid, I drove all night here to tell you I love you. And here lies my green eyes, roll back in my head, but they're alive. And all the words can all be spoken, but I know we tried. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. Yeah. Made his way down the boulevard, near all the 99-cent stores and the garbage in the yards, and he began to sing about the crickets in the backwoods where we used to play. Guess you're heading somewhere or ending up somewhere. I tried the Bible, I tried the bottle, I tried the needle, tried to love people in the end. There ain't nothing to say, and in the end there ain't nothing you can say anyway. I stand here in my shoes, unable to move, hat in my hands, at the bottom of the ocean. And here lies my green eyes, roll back on my head, but they're alive. And all the words can all be spoken, but I know we tried. You're forgiven. And here lies my green eyes, roll back on my head, but they're alive. And all the words can all be spoken, but I know we tried. You're forgiven. Oh, oh.
Completely unreal. You guys need any water or anything?
That might be good, yeah.
Yeah, you got one?
Whoop.
I could use a coffee refill, Norton, if you get a second. Wow. Oh, man. So I just, as you guys were playing, more than 100 tweets came in from all over the world, from Poland, from, from Mexico, from Japan, and these people are watching at 3 in the morning in Asia. The number one question I'm seeing is, where can we buy this? And this is a good time for us to I'm going to put some words in your mouth and you tell me how I blow it. I understood from your manager that the album is going to be out, the digital version is going to be out in June, right? But there's a place to go get some music now, right?
Yes.
Tell us.
Oh.
If you go to the website.
Yep, which is weareaugustines.com.
Yep. On there, there's a place to sign up to the mailing list, and you get two free songs when you do that.
You get Chapel and
Book of James. Yeah.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, at your Facebook page, which is just facebook.com/We Are Augustines, get a free download as well. So
yeah, we're kind of sending those songs out in as many different places as we can.
Beautiful. So if you folks at home, if I may address you guys, support these guys. Go pick up that track, and when the album comes out in June, hopefully it's one of the first things you'll pick up for this your summer vibe, because I'm feeling it. And as I cruise through that list of hundreds and hundreds of tweets have come in since we started, but just in the last track, people are really freaking inspired by what you guys are saying and doing, and I'm equally blown away. So. Rob, go ahead.
Thank you for tweeting.
Yeah. And I haven't seen, there's not a lot of questions. Most of it's just like fist bump, it's like cheering.
Right back at you.
Yeah, and feel free to ask these guys some questions. I'll pick them up. Some of the questions that we're coming across is, what am I photographing with right now? This is a Polaroid 600 SE. It's a beautiful camera, and for those folks that are retweeting the URL that we're on right now, to share that with their friends, I'll be giving a couple signed of those away. So I'm going to shut up and let you guys play on the track.
Yeah,
it's just
we're talking about things that inspire you, And this next song is written about a town right over the fence from El Paso called Juarez. And I don't want to stand on a soapbox. I'm only a normal guy. But I was just reading the paper, and I cannot believe what's going on down there. It's right on our border. There's like a war.
Yeah.
Like, people are really, really suffering down there. And we actually had to go to London, and we couldn't. We got contacted by an organization called Project Paz, P-A-Z, and they're bringing awareness to like what's going on in Juarez, and it's really
which is peace in Spanish, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, exactly, peace, and we really regret not being able to play that for them. There was a fundraiser, and they did very well, and we're really happy for them. We want to support them, and we just happen to have a song that they're passionate about, and I don't know, just sometimes a headline will hit you, and then you follow up on it, and maybe do some reading, and I did some, and I'm really disturbed by it. I don't think anyone knows what to do about it, but if anyone's watching from Mexico, that situation's not falling on deaf ears, and we're definitely thinking about you, and wrote a song.
Beautiful. Take it away, guys.
Said, son, I wouldn't know where to begin, but your daddy's goal is gone down south. It was all he would talk about. We never blamed it on the soil, the sunburned earth, or the prices of the oil. This border town is my home. I got rattlesnake guts in a desert full of bones. Tell my sister I've gone to find someone, so I won't come back no more, no more. Lord, I see red and it's storming in my head. I got cathedrals in my ears. I think my daddy's dead. Lord, I see red and I'm praying on my bed. I got a drum. Oh, mama, gotta sing for a brother. Now the sun is shining on my hood. The statue on the dashboard of Maria looks beautiful, and I'm heading down south. Got tequila in my veins and the devil in my mouth. Tell my sister I've gone in to find someone, so I won't come back no more, no more. Lord, I see red and it's storming in my head. I got cathedrals in my ears. I think my daddy's dead. Lord, I see red and I'm praying I got jukebox tears and stones for us. Hey, it's alright. I got jukebox tears under turquoise skies. Hey, took it even, now my demons count rosaries. We never blamed it on the soil or the sun-scorched earth where the desert meets the sky. Tell my sister I've gone to find someone. I won't come back no more, no more. Lord, I see red and it's storming in my head. I got cathedrals in my ears. I think my daddy's dead. Lord, I see red, and I'm praying on my bed. I got a drunk for mother, got a saint for brother. Lord, I see red, and it's storming in my head. I got cathedrals in my ears. I think my daddy's dead. Lord, I see red. I pray down on my bed. Got a drunk for mother, got a saint for brother. Drunk for mother, got a saint for brother. Drunk for mother, got a saint for brother. Drunk for mother, saint for brother. Cry, Tony, it's all you can do. Sometimes cry, honey, 'cause it's all you can do. In this life, in this life, in this life, in this life, this life, in this life, this life. Oh, come on, cry. Thank you. Lift your tired heart now, darling. Lift it up into the air. And I will notice you in this crowded room and whisper in your ears. Lift your tired head now, darling. Lift it up into the air. And I will float to you in this crowded room. Let's get us out of here. I'm running out of luck now, darling. I really don't care. Ain't got no paper in my pockets now, but I will, I swear. Well, honey, know you're tired of losing. It's a million to one, I know, Lord. Put your lily hand in mine. This is a ballad of a patient man. Lift your heart. Oh. eyes now, darling. Pull back your pretty hair. As long as my heart keeps pumping blood, ain't gonna disappear. But I'm running out of love now, darling. I really don't care. Ain't got no paper in my pockets now, but I will, I swear. Well, honey, know you're tired of losing. It's a million to one, I know. Put your lily hand in mine. This is a ballad of a patient man. Honey, I ain't no lucky man, but I do all I can. I can buy you a diamond ring, 'cause now these sad songs ain't gonna stay. I could buy you a ballroom gown and twirl you around somewhere downtown. This is a ballad of a patient man. Lift your hearts, lift your heart, lift your heart. As long as my heart keeps pumping blood, 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 pumping blood. Blood, 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 blood.
So good, man. Thank you guys so much. We're not even close to done. I just had to take a pause there and shake your hand because that shit's amazing. I once was with some friends talking to Sarah McLachlan and for a different project and asked her what her first concert was, and I thought that was a really telling answer. For her, it was Iron Maiden, I think, which is amazing. And what about for you guys? I think I'd love to know.
Beach Boys, Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
Wembley.
That's beautiful.
Mine was In Excess Bad Brains.
Wow.
That was cool.
That's pretty impressive for
Yeah,
a
that
show
was
too.
cool. That was cool. They were a good band.
Mine
you,
was Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Faith No More.
Yes.
I think that's where I got my headbang.
There
I'm
you go.
always like
There you go.
jumping around. I think I got it influenced at an early age.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to give away a couple signed Polaroids now. Sarah Heck, Heyk. We're going to give you one of these signed Polaroids. And
Can I pick one?
yeah, please.
Let me pick one.
Sure. Just scroll down those tweets. You can flick it. There you go. Just
All right. Lucky winner is Wes Jones 8.
there you go. Wes Jones 8. Wes Jones 8. You get a signed Polaroid as well.
Oh,
How about it?
nice.
And that's assuming you guys are willing to sign them.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there one more? And is it
Yeah,
going to be the song
I'd
I
like
was
to
begging
actually.
you to play?
Yeah, I'd like to do something a little different. A song called Tenement Teeth,
Okay.
and it's an oldie but goodie, and it's awesome. And I'd like to actually dedicate it to somebody if possible.
Please do.
I'd like to dedicate this song to all the people that touched base with us through the last 18 months. It's really nice. It's really nice to be back, and it's really fun. But there were some real quiet months, and we didn't really know where we're going. And I'd just like to say thank you to the people who were around and checking in on us and giving us support. And I'd like to also, dedicate it to Amy and John John Richards.
They connected us, man.
They did connect
Yeah.
us, and they've really just been lovely, and they really represent, community to me, and I love the station, and very proud of the relationship that we have with them, and they just couldn't have been lovelier to us. So this is for all the folks. Thank you kindly.
Can I throw one more person on there?
Please do, please.
In the list of people who have supported us and been absolutely incredible to us and lovely people, Todd Howe from the Boxer Rebellion.
Yeah.
He's a dear friend of ours.
Yeah.
Him and his band have taken us out on 3 tours now.
Oh, wow.
We're touring with them, and they've opened their whole experience to us, and with open arms and open hearts, and it's been absolutely wonderful.
Beautiful. While we're at it, Rob, is there anyone you'd like to dedicate the next track to?
My mum.
There you go.
There you
Beautiful. Sorry, guys, that might.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, he takes. Hi, Christina.
Yeah. Well, I'll get out of your way. Give him another track, guys. Thank you.
Give us a bait for our sinking feet, for our halfway hearts and tenement teeth. A bait to fill up the room. They'll be splitting soon and dancing without fate. Oh, soul, when the days are long and your friends have gone, lock the door. It won't hurt no more, it won't hurt no more. You won't feel the floor. But it's only love, only love. We did this before. It's only love, it's only love, only love. We did this before. It's only love, yeah. Record's done, let it scrape and scratch. Let's drag up the past and dance. Give us a bait for our sinking feet, for our halfway hearts and tenement teeth. It's only love, only love. We did this before. It's only love, it's only love, only love. We did this before. It's only love, yeah. Recognized it right from the start. It was the sound of a breaking heart. Are we hammering in our nerves? Are we taking down those sails? According to the pages in books on modern psychology, a broken heart might not restart and very well might follow me down into the water, down into the water, and downward we descend. I kissed her lips, a ruby red. This is what she said. She said, land, 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 land.
Feel free if anybody out there wants to keep in touch with us out there in the world. Facebook is Facebook / We Are Augustines, and our website is weareaugustines.com. We like to keep in touch with folks, and we should be in Europe this summer, so European folks will be seeing you, and back in the UK as well. So keep in touch with us in those places.
Wow. It's beautiful and stunning performance, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh.
Pleasure.
Sorry, I killed the mic earlier. I'm known to destroy audio equipment around here. I apologize. Stunning performance. Can't thank you enough. We've had probably by now thousands of tweets reaching out to you guys from all over the world. This has been really meaningful to me, and I know it has to a lot of fans. So keep doing what you're doing. It was a huge, humbling honor to have you perform live, and now we get to kind of break down this beautiful little set here into some chaos, and we're going to shoot around. This is my first time shooting in the garage. I usually shoot in my other studio, so there's a lot of cool textures and surfaces we're going to play around with. Anything else you want to tell the world?
Thank you.
We're here.
Thanks
We're
for
here.
listening. We
Well,
exist.
Yeah.
We love this.
I'm gonna ask the folks at home to really support these guys. Go there, give them your email address in exchange for a free song. It's worth it. I'm so pumped, so moved by you guys, and thanks again for being on the show. And for those of you out there, actually, let's wrap that part of it up if we can with a little in-house applause, because it would be murderous and horrible not to, because you guys have blown us all away. So if we can, give a round of applause, please. Especially you folks at home on your computers.
Like that, sir.
A lot of comments coming in that you guys look so great and I look like Hamburglar. So,
You don't look like hamburger.
now this is that's kind of when that part of it's over. So I do have something to say. If you guys are watching this at a later date now, not live, we're going to cut it off right here, and you'll just get to see the performance. The photo shoot you need to tune in live, just because these things get too long. So, internet, without further ado, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much, and don't forget. These guys, this is going to be the perfect summer album for you, and it comes out in June.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining us at Chase Jarvis Live. To interact with the full broadcast of the show, you got to watch it live. To find out about the next broadcast, follow ChaseJarvis.com/blog. Get connected, get involved. Shouts to Victor Shea for providing the music you're hearing right now. I'm Tilson. Till next time, make a wish.